Alright, you know where I am. Back at the compound again. Oh, I forgot to close the door. And I drove around like this. Yesterday I oiled the wheels along there. Big deal, right? Let's grab something here. There you go. Now everybody can see. Sometimes I exasperate myself because they create so much work. And I think, will I ever get there? But I've been thinking, a lot of you guys have been suggesting trailers. Also, instead of just pickup trucks, which a trailer, or actually a couple of trailers, might not be such a bad idea, especially for the smaller stuff. The trailer is lower to the ground. Even if I put tall sides on it, which, knowing me, that's what I would do, because I can't have stuff falling out. I mean, I had that happen the other day. I had something on the tailgate, and the other day it was really hot. It was like 97 degrees, and I'm sure the pavement was a lot hotter, and the road buckled. Concrete made like a speed bump, and that thing just went flying off the tailgate. The tailgate popped open, and it skated along on the street at about 40 miles an hour. And it came to a rest at the curb. You know, I hit the curb and it bounced off. And when I did that, the barbecue completely fell apart. But yeah, I think a couple of trailers. But now getting them, they're expensive. And sure, a dump trailer, that would be awesome, but you know, that's what, $5,000? Yeah, that's too much, man. I think if I had $5,000 laying around, I would just put it in the mortgage. I wouldn't put that kind of money into any vehicle, any truck, nothing. Just the whole purpose of this place is to get the house paid off, not to just keep going and going and going. That's, I mean, yeah, after I get the house paid off, it'll be more for the dream, you know, whatever. Just finding scrap and doing it a little bit less stressed out. But yeah, a trailer, I've been like looking at them and stuff like that, and they're lower to the ground. Okay, what, that high up maybe at the most? So what is that, like 1.5 feet? Say I put the wood sides on it and it's this tall from the ground up. Now I pick the stuff up and just throw the stuff in there. The small stuff. I wouldn't put appliances in there. I think the trailer would be best suited for small items. Larger things like appliances, I think are better suited for going into a large truck, just because of the sheer size and the volume. Yeah, it might be something to think about. I've been thinking about it. Sometimes I have to think about things for like a long time to figure out how would it apply to me. See, that's why I have that large truck right there. That more fits my lifestyle because I'm a family man, and this isn't the only thing that I do. I mean, that gives me greater flexibility. I can go out and find as much scrap as I got, as I can find on the streets, and not clutter up my life as much, because this is kind of stressful. You know, just having all this stuff around like this. This is almost too much. This thing is not packed very well. My daughter, she's really good at Tetris. She's really great at packing stuff in. I'm horrible at it. I'm fat. I hate bending over a gazillion times, even though I have to anyway. Just to do this kind of job. That's a lot of Barbies, man. Over this holiday. Over this past holiday weekend, I got about 40 Barbies. I think that's almost a new record. I think the record was 2008. I got about 65. Yeah, Tetris. There's a few commenters that were going back and forth about who's better at Tetris, Jackpot Digger or Mikey Fine-Stuff. Both of them are scrapper YouTubers, but I still say that Jackpot Digger is better at it. He's driving that little Mazda pickup truck, which is actually a Ford Ranger. Man, every time I look at a video, that thing is packed rock solid. I mean, that thing, you couldn't even get a thought inside there. That's so. That dude makes the most out of that little bit of space. That's just my opinion, though. From what I'm watching, we're all watching the same thing. So. Yeah, I use my feet a lot to move stuff around. When you're fat, after a while, I have a hernia on my belly button, and after bending over millions of times, it starts to ache, and if I have to cough really hard, I have to hold my stomach in because you can feel it move around. And it's been like that for 20 years. When I worked at my wife's uncle's body shop, the one guy, he had whooping cough, if you ever heard about that. It's called the 100-day cough. I didn't realize that's what I had. And these guys would go into the company refrigerator where I had my lunch, and he would deliberately cough on my food, and I caught him doing this because I heard like laughter and coughing, and and I became sick. And you cough so hard when you have whooping cough that your eyes become bloodshot, your face gets all like the blood blister, or like all that, and you almost pass out from coughing so hard. And yeah, I coughed so hard I got myself a hernia. That's not from lifting and stuff like that. So anyway, I'm afraid of the knife. I don't want to. Yeah. Hey, a matter of fact, now, had I gotten it repaired years ago, I guess there was these big lawsuits and stuff like that for hernia mesh repair, because I guess the mesh material they were using to repair hernias and other surgical procedures, I guess the mesh rips and tears and causes scars and migrates in the body and moves about. It's not good. Yeah. Not a good thing, man. The other thing is, these same bastards, one of them, on my, at my wedding reception, okay, when I got married in 1991, you know, society had changed already, kind of like where, you know, people don't do the handshake and stuff like that, but you get the hug. And that crap started like in the middle 1980s, right? So by 1991, people still do this to this day, you know, guys hugging each other and stuff like that. You know, women hugging you, guys hugging you, instead of like, hey. That my style is, you know, hey, because believe it or not, I'm really filthy and all that, but I'm a germaphobe. So somebody had the mumps, because on my honeymoon, we drove to Florida. So about 3 or 4 days later, my face was all swollen on the side and stuff like that. I had a mild case of the mumps, and the only way you get mumps is from close contact with another person. I'm like, yeah, the only person I had close contact with really was my wife, and I started thinking about it. All these people giving me hugs and stuff like that. Some fucker had the mumps, and they knew it. So I don't know how I got off on that tangent. The fact that I'm a germaphobe and the way I do certain things that's what dictates it. I'm a germaphobe. Even though I touch other people's gross stuff, I'm doing it on my own terms. You know what I mean? I don't know what that's got to do with scrapping, other than me, why I do things the way I do it. You know, this is on my terms. Why do I do this? Why don't I hire somebody? First of all, I'm not an employer. I don't think that it would be worth hiring somebody to come here and do work that actually my family should be doing. They should be helping out, because well, this is not a free ride. Okay? This is one of the chores. I'm not asking for the world. You can frickin' help a little bit. I mean, is it so hard? Are you that selfish? You know what I'm saying? Because, man, I can show selfish, and I am not a selfish person. Well, yeah. If I had somebody helping me and I had to pay them, what would they be doing? They'd be complaining about, I don't know, there's not a lot of electricity in there. Let's see. Tools. My tools suck, okay? Most of them are either stuff that I found or stuff that I got at Harbor Freight. Can you trust somebody? Where do you find this person? You know what I mean? If they got mad at me, who would they tell? You know what I mean? To come here and go and haul a bunch of stuff off. Or come and vandalize or sabotage or something else. You know, because as humans, sometimes we have differences of opinion. Sometimes we don't agree with each other. And then that leads to not getting along, or somebody wanting to exact revenge, etc., etc. So, it's a good idea. People suggest it, but then I'm like, well, where do you go find these people at? Okay? Because, let's face it, most of these people with YouTube channels that are into scrapping, most, not all, but most of them have some kind of like mental issues or chemical dependency issues, okay, or both. And me, I can't mentally handle that. I don't drink, I don't do drugs, I don't gamble, I'm not looking in, I'm not into like porno and stuff like that. So all those vices, there are no vices, okay? The only vice you could think of, okay, if you want to really stretch it, he's got quite a car collection. Okay, stop. Okay, all the money somebody spends on smoking or drinking and stuff like that, could you ever collect on any of that? If you really had to, okay, if your back was against the wall, could I rip your lungs out and scrape the resins out so I can collect some of the money from all the weed that was smoked or all the tobacco that was smoked over the years? No. But got a couple old cars or something like that. When my back was pegged against the wall, I had nothing else. I guess I have something I could strip or polish up, turn a wrench on, and sell for a few bucks. Okay, so if you want to call it that kind of a habit, go ahead. Okay, at least I can collect on mine if I really have to. You can't collect on a cigarette habit or a weed habit or anything else like that. It's not fair. Alright? So, the main point of this video, the rant, is I'm showing I just loaded my truck, living the dream, and when people suggest stuff, they don't follow it up with like hey, you're gonna find somebody here or there. I talked to this one guy. He's always got some derelict looking people, like he's usually got female instead of a male with him. And he goes to a homeless women's shelter and picks up women there, and he has them help him scrap and stuff like that. Old black guy. He's usually got a white girl with him that looks like she might be chemically dependent, so he probably pays her just enough so she could get her fixed, and then she has to come back tomorrow to help him out again so she can get another fix. That's fucked up. But I don't want that around me. I don't want that element around me because, see, some people are comfortable with that because they know that kind of like lifestyle. But I'm the kind of person that, shit, what happened to my wallet? Where'd she go? Where'd she go? Where's my wallet? Son of a bitch. I have $500 in there, man. Where'd she go? That would be me. Okay? Never to be seen again, maybe for a few more months. Then all of a sudden you see her, you can't really blame her. She's with somebody else helping with scrap, and she ripped me off my wallet. I don't got my wallet on me anymore. My wallet, I had my license in there. I had 500 bucks in there. Boy, you carry, I don't have a bank account. Okay, I don't want to get into that. My credit is shot. Cannot open a bank account. I am going to make a video of that. I'm going to bring my camera into the bank. I'm going to attempt to open up a bank account. And there will be proof. Because so many people keep saying, oh, you can open up a bank account. Oh, you can. Can't do it. I have a 310 credit score. They won't let you open a bank account. No savings account, no checking account. And at my age, I don't care about a bank account anymore. I'm not going to pay the tens of thousands of dollars that, that I would owe from old student loans not being paid for, which obviously the student loans didn't do a damn bit of good anyway. Look what I'm doing for a living. To a couple of insurance companies, because I didn't pay the bill. I didn't have the car anymore. I sold the car, so I stopped paying the bill. Well, I'm not going to insure nothing. and then they sent me a letter saying that they turned me over to the credit. So that helped kill my credit score. So when I got more pressing issues, the last thing I'm going to do is go and pay some old insurance bill for something that I don't own anymore. What's the point of that? It's ridiculous. That's money for nothing, man. I got things that are broken and stuff like that. I go pay for something like that. And with the gamble that that's going to improve my credit score, not for me, dog. I'm out. Okay? Forget about it. Ain't worth it. There has to be other people in this world in my situation. I don't meet them. I don't know them. I never hear about them. But I can't be the only one. So, yes, I'm stuck in my own misery. I'm a prisoner of my own device. And that's pretty much just the way it is. And when I'm making a video, I'm not really complaining about it. I'm just sharing or responding generically to comments and stuff. And the point of the video was that I think a trailer actually might be a good thing. And that's why when I seen that this RV trailer, I collected this thing a long time ago and didn't move forward on the dream there because I have much more pressing issues of trying to make enough money to pay bills every day. But yeah, if I modified that, take the top part off, that would be a good starter kit trailer. But for me, I would like something a little larger, maybe with 4 wheels. I don't know, something more capable. But start out small and then move forward. But yeah, ideally a trailer about 20 feet long, maybe 2 of them. Put the small stuff in there. All the small claims go inside there. By small claims, what do I mean? Well, pretty much anything that's not an appliance. Okay, like this. That's a small claim. Okay? Or these things. A whole hell of a lot easier to put into a trailer that at the most would be, you know, my head height. So right here. Be right about there, right? So it was like that. Look at that. Nothing to climb up on. Don't need to hurt my hernia. No ramp to build. This vehicle right here, there's no place for a ramp. Okay? There's no place for a ramp. Where do you put the ramp? Okay? You got all that. You got no place for the ramp to go. Nowhere. No place. I see nowhere. And the ramp would add extra weight to the vehicle. And we've all been out. A ramp would really help. I know, because I have previous experience. That vehicle right there has a ramp. Okay. I don't always use it when I was driving that beast. I wouldn't always use the ramp. Sometimes I would just store it up, throw the material up there, because believe me, the ramp is a pain in the ass. All right, let me load this with the copper dreams. I keep thinking about my copper radiators with my scrap dreams, and I'll make another video. Maybe some curbside scrapping, maybe more unloading, maybe me here at the compound again, maybe me at the scrapyard. I don't know. I just know that I'm a scrapper. There's a plan, but no specific plan at the moment. It's not a real good way to go through life. This little piece of junk that I found from the horrible house of hoarding. This actually, these steel fans are actually pretty good. You know, the old-fashioned kind? We're gonna put that right there. Alright. Look how thin the electric cords were in the 1960s. Look at that plug. I'm claiming that's like nothing. And the motors were more heavy duty than they are now. So this sucker is like actually drawing more juice